Okay, can you hear me now? Perfect. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Star Wars stream, yay. I'm gonna go ahead and get started immediately because I do not have a lot of time. Even though I know someone will be like, well, you should have started at 10 o'clock. Look, your boy was doing his own thing, you feel me? He had the stuff to take care of. You can't blame him for that. Before I hit this story recap button real quick, yeah, let me rant real quick. This is gonna be real quick. Bruh, okay, Media, you saw some of the stuff I was posting in the server, right? Bro, tell me this. I done had a back and forth with this person since like 5:30-ish. All the way till now. Almost about a full 5 forth. All for it just to chalk it up to they believe that if you consume hentai or content with underage or fictional content with underage anime characters, therefore it makes you more than likely attracted to minors. That's what they believe. A whole back and forth on it just for them just to be like, that's where I believe, that's my position and stance. I'm like, bruh, I'm reading that thinking to myself, all this back and forth just for this? Just for you to just admit this is your viewpoint? Cool, now I get to destroy your viewpoint even more so. Let me hit you with XYZ real quick. And I did. I'm still waiting for a response. Just to see if they're gonna respond back. Because I told them this. Hey, yo, if this is your stance for real, I hope to everything that you don't consume content that makes you a disgusting person. If this is how you stand on when it comes down to this. Because they sat here and said out of their mouth, verbatim. Let me say it for you. Let me get this comment up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Verbatim, this is what they said. Let me read it. I mean, what that says to me is that you think there are zero correlations between those two things, which there isn't a correlation between fictional content affecting real life people, causing them to go out and do crimes. I'd say most people that are attracted to minors in anime are attracted to minors IRL, if not all. I'm like, oh, there we go. Because the first comment, because this is about Dan to Dan. Who been keeping up with Dan to Dan? Because that's what this whole conversation stemmed from, was Dan to Dan. I don't even look in Discord. That's fine, Julian. But yeah, this whole conversation stemmed from the recent episode, the last two episodes of Dan to Dan. Like episode 9, I think. Bro. Okay, you remember I haven't gotten that far? Okay. Quick little, hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler for you. But basically it gets to a situation where the characters, their clothes come off. Right? Because they were complaining that in the manga, right, one of the female characters, who wears a skirt, mind you, she's jumping around like fighting and she's kicking ass, but her skirt is flipping up in the midst of combat, right? So this person was like, oh, that's creepy. I was like, no, it's not. This is not creepy. Shoot, I should have hit him with, bro, she's fighting in combat. She's flying around the room. Do you realistically think that in real life, like if we were to take this to real life, you don't think a girl's skirt would be flying up all over the place? When she's jumping around left, right, and center, trying to kick ass? Like, what are we talking about? Granted, I didn't hit him with that, because I stayed focused on the topic at hand. When I should have hit them with that. They were like, it's creepy, or they were trying to imply criminal behavior to the author or the artist for drawing that into the manga then they were happy-go-lucky, being like, "Oh, thank God they toned it down in the anime." I was like, "Bro, stop acting like the anime was worse because of this." No, 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 no. You feel that way. That's not how the artist felt. The reason why it's even censored the way that it is because Japan knows that the West bitches over everything that they have when it comes down to their anime and manga. So they deliver a censored version to us to watch so we can stop bitching. They keep the uncensored version. We get the censored version of their content all the time. Or within recent years. But that skirt raising up when fighting is seen in other anime as well. Well, plus, yeah, if you're fighting with a skirt, it's obvious that the skirt is going to be moving around and showing. Exactly. So they were basically saying it's creepy or implying that the author was pedophilic for doing that. Granted, I hit him with it. Why are you trying to proclaim that? They sitting here beating around the bush saying, "Oh, I'm not proclaiming that." No, you are. That's what you're doing. You're saying that it's creepy and you're implying that there's some criminal behavior behind these actions. If this isn't blatantly implying that you think the author or the artist is a pedophile, I don't know what is. And then want to go on a tirade talking about some people attracted to this are creepy or pedophiles, or they insinuated it in the entire argument. And one of the most disingenuous arguments they made when they compared fan service scenes in anime with high school characters to effing CP, acting like it's the same thing. First of all, it's not the same thing. You want to know how it's not the same thing? You've never seen a lick of CP a day in your life. That's how you know it's not the same thing. You cannot look at an anime fan service scene and then act like that's CP. Make it make sense. I know you ain't never seen a CP a day in your life unless you got some hidden secrets that you need to expose yourself above. Pray to the Lord. And you see what I'm saying? It's like, there's no way you're trying to label this as CP and then try to act like there's no difference between the two. Nigga, excuse you? You wouldn't know how this is the biggest difference? Like, bro, I hit him with this. Anime, with the fan service scenes and all that stuff, is meant to sell a product, aka the manga, so that it can keep producing more, so we can keep getting more of its stuff. That's the whole point of it, having fan service scenes. The things make hell amount of bread, hell amount of money. Big bucks. It's a product. That's what that is. CP is not a product. It is immoral. It is evil by every stretch of the word. And it has victims. And it brings harm to people. That is everlasting and won't go away. It brings scars to people. To sit here and conflate the two like they're the same is the biggest amount of ignorance someone could say out of their mouth. I even told it to that person. And I was like, bro, I can't believe you let that slip out your head and let you type it up. Because that's some ignorant shit to say. On some real shit. It's the most blatantly ignorant thing to say out your mouth. It irritated the F out of me just having this back and forth to a certain extent. Oh, also, Rosaria Vampire, I knew I should have added that to the list of characters because they brought up the whole lolicon thing as well in the midst of the conversation, which was out of the blue, and I corrected their ass on it immediately. Hitting them with the obvious examples of lolly characters who are adults, and then hitting them with the example of underage characters who look like adults, just to slap them in their face with it. They didn't even respond back to that, so that means they sucked that up, rightfully so. Anyway, go suck it. They need to go watch Rosario Vampire Girls in their underwear in there. Exactly. I mean, if y'all want to go read that whole conversation, I'm not gonna lie, some of my own personal comments don't pop up. Granted, as I'm looking back on it now, it looks like some of my comments have popped up, so I don't understand why that is, but it is what it is. If y'all want to go find it, it's on well, I'm pretty sure y'all don't care about it, but it's on the Normies. Y'all know who the Normies reaction channel is? Yeah, they reacting to Dan to Dan in English dub. Or they've been flip-flopping between English dub and English sub, and then there's been this whole fight in the comment section of their community saying why is it that they're not watching it in sub and shit. But yeah, you go scroll down the comment section. If you come across one of the comments in their recent Dan Dan episode reaction, right? If you see one of the comments that's labeled with 21 replies, that's mine. You don't see the whole conversation. It's so stupid. Granted, you won't see some of my responses because some of my responses were like filtered or hidden. I think Rosaria. I think Vampire Bund does the same thing. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I think I got that off my chest because that thing was so stupid. I genuinely cannot understand how people can sit here and say, bro, they made such a disingenuous argument. Hold on, let me read this disingenuous argument that they brought up earlier. It was so disingenuous, so blatantly disingenuous. I have to call them out on that. Right? Peep this. So you're saying that being an adult attracted to these underwear shots of Momo wouldn't be creepy because she's not a real victim. By that logic, CP isn't creepy because they aren't people. They're images of people. Any damage that may have been done has already been done. Does that make a lick of sense? Never once did I even imply. What's so disingenuous about this implication is that, one, I mentioned earlier how this is a fictional character. You can't make a victim out of a fictional character. That's basically what I was saying with this back and forth. You can't make a victim out of them. But what they're implying is that, since they're not a victim, since they're an image, right? That means the same thing applies to CP. And it's like, no, that's not how that works in any way, shape, or form. One has a victim, the other one doesn't. Stupid. I don't know how you think that was a smart rebuttal to even say. And then they even had the audacity to say, though, these are classic CP defenses. My guy, we're talking about fictional characters. We're not talking about CP. If this was CP, we'd be talking about CP, but this is not CP. Goofy. It's like, oh my god, so stupid. It was so easy to tell what this type of person was. I called it at the beginning of our whole conversation before we even got started. I called it. As things steamrolled, we got to the final back and forth, and then that was it. I already knew it. The moment they let it fly out their mouth, did they think in consuming this type of content makes you a pedophile? Already, I called it. Called it. That's the end of the discussion. There ain't no need for a back and forth. If they respond to me again, I'm gonna go ahead and hit them with this, bro. You already just exposed to me what type of viewpoint you have and how your brain works. This conversation's done. There is no need for a continued back and forth. It's done. You believe consuming fictional content of any kind, especially any sexual kind, makes you a pedophile. The conversation's done. There's no helping you see a nuanced perspective. And they even mentioned how narrow-minded they are in this view of this talking point. So that should have been my first red flag, but it was already too late. Dragon Ball kind of got some too, but it's not that much in Dragon Ball. Well, Dragon Ball did do it in its early stages, but then it stopped doing that later on into its game because then it was like, oh my goodness, Dragon Ball doesn't even need fan service to make money. That's the crazy part. Dragon Ball had fan service in the beginning, but then it sort of killed that whole thing, and then it just steamrolled it to just power action the entire time. That's how Dragon Ball made its money. Dragon Ball was one of those series like it didn't need fan service. The fan service was explosions. Power beam struggle. Super Saiyan 3. That's all Dragon Ball needed to sell money, and it worked. It still worked to this day. I gotta watch that Dragon Ball Dynamo show. Anyway, that's enough of my yapping. Let's get into it.
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony. The Astral Express, upon invitation from the watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in two bizarre...
I posted the anime on Discord.
Mysteries.
Awesome.
A grand struggle for a legacy begins. Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the watchmaker with this opportunity and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled.
I will say this is my first criticism of this beginning of the story quest. Why didn't they just, make this a whole animated scene? But I guess they just wanted to use still images from the cutscenes as enough for the recap. I guess it's to save budget.
A confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef.
Wait a minute, I just had a realization. Did they ever provide a recap function in this game at all? Or is this the first time they provided a recap function? And also, on top of that, I was reading through comment sections of, like, I guess Tectone's videos that he posted today, or that's in relation to the 2.7 update. And I could have sworn I saw someone say they added a skip button that allowed for you to skip this or all this. I'm not so sure about how. I'm not aware of how true that is. I knew that what anime he was talking about, but didn't watch it yet. It was on top 5 vampire animes. Ooh, nice. I don't recall that it was present or not. Yeah.
The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again. The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show. This crisis is ultimately resolved amid spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes to a close.
And then head to the destination located immediately to start mission. Okay. Also, the amount of people who are upset that a lot of characters didn't die in Penacony, despite the fact the entirety of Penacony took place in a dreamscape, should have already been people's red flag to realize, oh, no one's gonna die here. Granted, if it wasn't granted, I think Aventurine should have died, and along with Sunday. That's just me personally. If it wasn't in the dreamscape to begin with, but since in the dream, you feel me? It was no way they were gonna be dead permanently. Oh snap! Nuh-uh. No, they teleported me into the new area. Or whatever this is. Wait, isn't this the main car? What car is this? No. This is the main car. So this is the party car. Oh, okay, that's tough. They believe that. Wait, hold up. They believe that Penacony was like Sword Art Online. LOL. Yeah. To some degree, some of them. I know that ain't what I think it is. Why this bit on my... Oh my goodness. My bad. I was taken aback by this short queen. Oh my goodness. I freaking love lolly characters. These petite bitches be sitting here moving around with dominance. You see how she power posing right now? You gotta respect a small chick who's power posing, thinking she gonna dominate anything. No, stop it. Sit down somewhere. Let a king move about and do his thing. You feel me? Let me talk to her real quick.
Great, you're here.
What's up, short stack?
It's a secret, and it's a good thing I got here so fast. Otherwise, you would have missed the fireworks I prepared. Huh? That's weird. I pressed the button already. I wonder what went wrong. Gray hair, don't be so nervous. I took a mutually assured destruction button and repurposed it into a sky full of sparkles button. I really wanted to give you an epic fireworks show. I tested it so many times just to make sure. And now that I finally boarded the express, it doesn't even work. Oh well. Luckily, I brought along some sparklers too. Let's light them up. Look, aren't they nice? Wait, hold up. Where are you going? Don't leave!
I swear, homegirl is... Wait, do we have a camera? Pretty sure we got a camera mode, right? Whoa, why is the camera mode so freaking crazy fluid right now? This is mad weird. I'm zooming all over the place. I'm going to save that. Probably make that a thumbnail. Your toes nice. Mind if I lick them? Alright, that's enough of the gooner behavior. Let's get this quest started. Wait! Before I continue, before we get that quest started, hold on. Did y'all see that Anata trailer review or trailer that they post? That new gacha game? Y'all saw it? Cause I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I saw that whole trailer, and it's so gas. Hold on, I'm gonna continue playing, and I'm gonna rant at the same time about some of the things I like about it.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Oh, I gotta read this. I forgot. They ain't got no voices. There's no record of this world Wait, hold up. There is no record of this world in the data bank. Not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right.
Sounds like the planet of Genshin. Bro, I swear, if Star Rail does not reach a planet that could be considered the planet of Genshin Impact, I'm gonna be tight about it. I swear. Star Rail needs to reach that. Because by the time they reach something like that, which is probably going to be, it could be next year. Could be the year after that. We don't know. But bro, could you imagine? What is this world right here? It's got all this dark crimson red space all around it. What is this? Wait, what's around that world over there? Why are there shattered fragments of the moon around there? That's crazy, right, gang? Like, bro.
You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
I know March 7th didn't ask such a dumb question. I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now. Self-aware of the game's lifespan.
Huh? Has it been that long?
Yes, Goofy. There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world Akavili didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine to the Express crew back then. After all, to Trailblaze explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision would likely be up to us to make. In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
That's what I thought too. Alright then, from now on, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing as how this is going to be a usual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphorius from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
I'm already yawning. Oh my god. The Express has been on the go almost the whole time we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead. Make the most of our this break. Blah blah blah. Yes, Sunday! It's time to rise up! Rise up, chosen one!
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
Sunday better have his voice. Also, what's up, Mimi?
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutral. They're just putting on a show.
Robin is not better than Sunday, Mimi. You want to know why she's not better? Because she is in the world one who created the world of Genshin Impact. Yes, Sunday is the primordial one in Genshin Impact, and he created that world. He conquered the dragons, put them in restaurants, and told them to put fries in the bag. As he raised supreme as the king, the new god of the world. Stop it. You wouldn't have Genshin Impact without Sunday. Praise Sunday.
Look, sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some
I need to get my ramen.
Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
We about to meet the King of Dragons soon, but I can't tell you what I'm talking about because it's a spoiler. Is that a spoiler in 3.0 or is it 2.7?
Well, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
3.0? Awesome.
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing.
I can't wait to meet these dragons.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though.
Let me read. The New World looked pretty, though, but I was joking about the Dragon King thing. Okay, cool. That's fine. There's already like a dragon god entity in this world anyway, so it ain't really much of a big deal.
I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
Oh my goodness. It's the Munchkin who was talking crazy to Sunday while he was confessing his sins, quote unquote. I know who this is. So you came for your boy when he needed you most? Sounds like a devout follower in the making. Rise to the Sunday. Rise to that holy day and give praises to the one and only Sunday.
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
No ma'am, Miss Hips.
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Why her voice get deeper? The fact that homeboy used his ability.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
Honestly, I can't wait for them to release a character that's of this species, of these short people. I forgot what the name of these little people called, but you know what I mean. The fact that that fuzzball is sticking out of their head is still wild to me.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look?
Soloist, bitch. Don't you know what a soloist is? Solo dolo. That's what we are. Also, Julian was hating on my boy Sunday. I don't know why, but he was.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Well, I'm gonna do this. Hold up. Aha. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here you go.
How long has it been since we performed together? I missed this.
Oh, they gave him level 78. We're gonna keep this team set up. Look at this holy one running on his 2 feet instead of flying. Still got my respect though. Rise.
A day of peaceful repose.
Let the show begin.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My bad, short stack. That ain't my fault. Blame your people. Anyway.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
That's crazy.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
Also, I cannot tell if this character is a male character or a female character. But a part of me is thinking this is a female character.
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Well, you certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death.
My bad, I was reading the chat.
When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my... find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
I will say that his demeanor has changed up. I'm not going to. He got more of a loner type mentality going. Not mentality. It's like he got this more almost depressed. And I'm trying to look at his outfit just to see if I can find anything that's like resembling of some Primordial 1 level stuff. Earlier, his halo wasn't present, and I didn't know why his halo wasn't present. He had a book that's basically his Bible, and he's got his little angels floating around him. I want to fight something, bro.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday.
Mr.
He
Workday?
works for me. You don't know him?
That's hilarious. I know somebody mentioned this earlier.
Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
My bad, give me a second. I need to do something. Just a little more. Ah, crap. Got the thing on wrong. It was Julian who said it earlier? Yeah, Workday is hilarious. It's so crazy. Workday sounds more funny than Hat Guy.
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law.
Also, did anybody else notice how low his little angel wings are on his body? They're slouching now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it beforehand that his little wings would be sprouted upward? Now they're just lowered to the ground.
In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled.
True.
This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Attention, hot dogs that have been. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Please do not use so glad bottle cups sold by the while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flowerbeds are prohibited. Why is that prohibited?
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Bro, this whole area dead. Wasn't this area like filled with people? There ain't nobody nowhere. Hold on, I gotta wipe my eyes. Anyway.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
Well, your rule is garbage, and I did not know that Sunday made this rule. So that means he made all them rules on that list. Some of them rules are dumb. That ice cream rule especially is dumb.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't!
The ice cream vanished. That man ate it fast. He swallowed the ice cream. He didn't eat it.
So, where are those corrective measures?
That burger better
That's
have
odd.
bacon on it, lol.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
Well, it said we weren't allowed on the stage.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
Oh, it's about to puke out of him. That's crazy.
How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
Valid response. Bro, someone put a rule in place on you can't eat ice cream yet. You can't eat ice cream on the job. It's only burgers. And then it bounces back out of you. Not it teleported out of your body. No. It bounces back up your throat. And you're like, blah. Nigga, I be tight, bro. Bro, I'm about to go make me some ramen to eat. I swear, if it come out my stomach, somebody gonna have to pay.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dream Weavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
He really wants his ice cream. Hello. Oh.
Something's happening.
We about to fight. Oh.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Finally.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Why does that look like a W engine?
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
I shouldn't have done that.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
Finally, we get the fight.
Serenity is before me.
In the mood for another beating?
Seek and you shall receive.
Time for an overhaul. You won't get away.
Listen to the final song of life.
Oh boy. Come on.
Heard the call.
May song bring us victory. Harmony and unison.
I have something for you.
This mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
A place like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
You won't get away.
That's all you got?
Tonight, stars echo.
Time for an overhaul.
Step up, let's see ya!
It's of no consequence. I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
I have something for you.
In the mood for another beat? How's this taste?
I've heard the call. This mortal form. I will watch over you, guide you on your path.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
I'll overcome the thorns. Corner to doubt, farewell.
I like that confidence. Nice like a good brew. Full bot, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Harmony and unison.
Time to mix things up.
Serenity is before me.
Stars echo.
To doubt, farewell. I'll watch over you, and guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
Oh boy.
Humanity never conceals its
I got it on
desire to
autoplay
control
right
the
now.
heavens, and I'm no exception.
Hopefully I win.
To doubt, farewell.
Come on. Oh,
Watch over you.
do not let that character
Guide you on
die.
your path.
You better not let him die.
How's this taste? My friends?
Okay, like I thought.
Indulge yourselves!
You won't get away. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to mix things up.
This trial is fitting. Serenity is before me. Guide you on your path.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Oh, snap. Hold up, hold up. Before we continue, I gotta go grab me a bite. I'll be right back. I need to go grab my bite. Okay, I'm back. Had to let my ramen cook in the microwave a little longer. Give me a second, let me sauce up my stuff. Also, I needed that little break because my brain was a little mentally exhausted. Because I didn't sleep a lot last night. I'm talking, I probably slept for about 4 hours last night, even though I ended the stream after 2 hours. So my brain kind of a little mentally exhausted. So I needed that little walk away from the game so I can let my brain breathe. Jam to a little bit of music while I wait for my food to get ready. Hopefully I can survive probably for the night, the next hour. And then after that, I'm probably gonna go straight to sleep. They told us we gotta come in mandatory at 8 o'clock in the morning when the shift starts at 9, because there's extra work that I'm piled up, and it's Friday, so we gotta get all that stuff out. You feel me? Which sucks. But it is what it is. Anything for that extra money and the extra bread. Ah, hold up. The damn headphones. Okay, hold up a second. And okay, I think I got it. Hold on, I gotta plug my Bluetooth up so that they be charged later. Plug that in. Got a little Christmas one, LOL. Yeah, but it's not. We had a whole bunch of wire pile up because 2 people didn't call in today, and on top of that, we were short-handed when it came to like on the table as well. So it was just like, bro, all these LTLs need to get wrapped and packed out of here. Ain't nobody packing them the whole day. Well, there was one person doing it, Solomon. He was doing it. Elderly man. He was getting the job done. And for like the last 30 minutes, I kind of helped. Or like, yeah, I kind of helped for the last 30 minutes. Into like the next hour. I ain't leave my job today till 6:30-ish.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good.
Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC
Damn, it was a long
should have
day.
sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
Yeah, it was a long day.
That's
I ain't gonna hold
true.
you.
Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
Duh is a vivid remember.
Never forget
Memory.
times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Oh, also, I'll say this. I think a lot of people are being mad disingenuous when it comes down to the banana Trailblaze quest, the banana outrage Trailblaze quest. A lot of people were being mad disingenuous about that shit. They were like, "Oh, it's the worst quest," or blah 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 blah, right? Only to play it and be like, "No, it's not that bad. It's just the issue is that the quest is unnecessarily long when they could have broken it up into like 2 parts." And both be like 3 hours long each.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday.
Hold on, let me read this right quick. Nah, I hated the banana music. LOL. I didn't clear it. Took much with ZZ. Wait, I don't understand that last part. What you mean took much with ZZ? I don't get it. Oh man, I need this so much. Didn't clear it. I took much time. Oh, so you tried playing the Trailblaze Continuous Quest, the Banana Outrage, but couldn't get it done. And then you just swapped the ZZ and you were just banging that out instead. Okay, I can feel that. Especially when ZZ's quests, I swear, ZZ quests feel like they don't even take long to do. Because the way they execute like their storytelling, it just feels fast. It feels fluid. Like, it doesn't feel like you're wasting time. Or it feels like you're stuck in time. That's a better way to say it. Unlike Star Rail feel like I got trapped in time. Excuse me.
When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see 1.4 live stream. Yeah, me too. When I saw Zhu Yuan come back, I hope she's getting a rerun. I need my Zhu Yuan. I don't care if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I need my office bad bitch. Not office bad bitch. My police officer bad bitch. I need her. I need her before a new ether unit comes, so I can have a three-man mission ether unit team. See if we're getting a free Asaba. Shoot. If he's free, I'm bagging him. Wait, is he anomaly by any chance? Or is he like stunned? He's a DPS electric. I need Ellen and Miyabi. It's a good thing I got Ellen. Scouring. Like, why'd they even give me this ability to freaking scan the area when it's just telling me to go run into the area? Like, come on.
So, where are we heading next?
Ooh, snap. I just had a realization. Yo, music fan, are we like friends on Zenless by any chance? Because I don't think I've ever shared my account on it. Well, my Zenless account. Let me read. I'm hoping he is free is for free because he means I can finally have my electric DPS. So no more Anton. I thought it's best. Oh, that's right. You are on EU. I forgot. My bad.
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Excuse you?
Something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
Oh my goodness, his sight is being influenced. He looks like I can't believe Sunday would dare disguise himself as some gorgeous looking automaton with robotic cheeks. I can't believe this man. This is diabolical. He go manipulate my vision and make me see that instead of for what he truly is. Villain. Let me read. Zhu Yuan is amazing color. Yanagi, I have just played more. Yes, I know Zhu Yuan is amazing. That's why I want to grab her so bad. Granted, I did get a sneak peek about a sneak peek image. I can't remember how long ago it was. I know y'all, I don't know if it was Wizard or if it was you or if it was Ned or Jed. My bad, I don't remember which. Pretty sure it was Ned or Jed. One of those. Yeah. I remember seeing a screenshot image of a character from the church in Zenless with some big old hammer, flat-faced hammer with a freaking rocket launcher on the back of it. I swear, whoever that character is, I ain't gonna 1.4. Honestly, yeah, 1.4 Beyond is my most excited I'm going to be for Zenless. Right? Because I don't know what's coming behind that. Yeah, it's posted on the VC chat. Yeah, that was a while ago though, but I can't. Is it even still there for me to find? Hopefully, it's not too deep in like the backlog of other BS.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Wait, hold up. I'm so okay. It's not that I'm confused. That nigga know what's up. He not stupid.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
Okay, hold up. Let me say this. Okay. So, I'm curious to know how he's gonna hop onto the Astral Express with this disguise. Because there's no way he fools everyone on the train car into thinking, oh, he's this random person who's joining, who wants to join on the Astral Express of the Nameless, traveling from world to world in a blatant disguise that no one can tell that was him the entire time. The assets were amazing, is all I have to say. Yep, exactly. Whoever that nun character is, I hope she comes in either 1.6, 1.7, shoot, even 2.0. Yo, 2.0 of Zenless may be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot envision what 2.0 of Zenless is gonna look like. Because we're so close to 2.0. Like, really close.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do...
That nigga walked up on him.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
I knew that nigga saw it. I knew he saw through the BS. He was like, bro, what you doing? Nah. You don't get to leave out of here unless I say so. I got a black hole in my pocket and it's a crazy switch. You don't want to see what this do. Promise you, this is something you won't walk away from. Could you imagine pulling out a freaking cane that you walk with as a gun, as a strap? Just be like, nah, B, where you going, bro? Forget a gun, forget a knife. You don't need none of that. Just get a cane and just pop out black holes. Anyway, let me read. A new game, ZZ, or a re-release? Are you saying like a new in-game mode and a rerun character? Or are you talking about a new game entirely made by Hoyoverse? Yo, what's up, Star?
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
Oh, you mean for like 2.0? In Zenless? Okay, so it could be a new in-game mode or a new re-release. I don't know why you said re-release for when it comes down to 2.0, unless you meant to say rerun banner. Clarify for me, just so I don't misunderstand stuff. Also, what's up, Star? How you doing? Hopefully your day been fine. And it was crazy, unfortunately, Star. You've come damn near the end of the stream. I have not gotten much of this quest done, just to let you know. I'm be doing it in parts, because birthday started it a few minutes ago, 14 minutes ago. Well, happy birthday, Star. Wait, you turned 19 today, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah? Awesome. Clap it up for her, everybody. Woo! You made it to 19. Thank God. This world kind of sucks, I ain't gonna lie. But we take our birthdays in stride. Shit, I can't remember how old I am. Oh my goodness, I'm still confused on how old I am. I can't tell if I'm 21 or 22. I'm pretty sure I'm 21 because I remember my birthday back in 2020. I turned 19. Or not 2020. In 2020, I turned 18. 2021, I turned 19. 2022, 2023 is 21. 2020. So I should be 22 right now. Man, I gotta ask my mama how old I am. The fact that I can't remember my age is crazy. It's been a long year, bro. Of course, I want to remember my age. New stuff all around. I mean, happy birthday. Yeah. I was about to say something else, but I can't. Wait a minute. No, I already talked about that freaking ASMR video that she posted on her channel. Not even a wish session. It is an ASMR video. Anyway, let's continue.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels.
Now that makes sense to, have these two characters, kick it together. That makes sense. Yep. Oh, let me read. The bushes are reading. Sure. Oh, okay. And say anything because I thought it was a spoiler. Oh, that's not a spoiler. Yeah, I know about the whole VA strike stuff. That's why Genshin Impact, for the past, 2 Archon Quest patches, if I remember correctly, some characters weren't voice acted in Genshin at all due to the strike. But thankfully, they're moving to a different studio, so these voice actors can, get their respect and the payment they deserve for voice acting these characters for God knows how long. I still cannot fathom the idea of waiting months for a paycheck for voice acting in a game that a patch dropped 5 months ago. Make it make sense. All I'm saying is this: for the voice actors who didn't get paid and still wait for their paychecks, I can only imagine how many version updates have passed since their last paycheck. All that should be stacked on top of each other for their next payment on some real shit. Let's say they get paid $2,000 each time they voice act, right? So 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 times 5, 10,000. Their next paycheck, as a whole bundle, just $10,000 slapped to their feet. They deserve it. That's what's up, yeah. What's up? Also, go to sleep.
That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
No, do it by yourself. Well,
the Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
yes, I agree, Kala. They needed money too. Exactly. It just, I cringe at the idea of waiting so long for my paycheck. Bro, when rent is due, it is due. Give me my money, asswipe. I worked too hard for this money.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
BS. This nigga lying out of his mouth right now. First of all, we left Penacony already. Did we forget we went back to the Lawfu? Are we gonna act like that didn't happen? At the beginning of the quest, they mentioned the fact that we went back to the Lawfu. for a brief period of time. What is he talking about? Well, shut up. I swear this nigga be lying out of his mouth sometime. Oh, also, yeah, I hit 100 subscribers, just to let y'all know. And apparently my YouTube is only now hitting me with a notification telling me something, hey, yo, you hit 100 subscribers. Look at your analytics. Yay. Shut up. Should have told me that like 5 days ago at best.
Passenger?
Who's the passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Her fine ass.
Or these ladies?
Excuse you? Hold up. Let's hit the brakes right quick. I know I pulled for Ting Yun, but I didn't pull for this many, Eidolons. This is crazy. Also, I be spitting my game towards every last one of them. All these bad bitches walking around, they exactly the same too. Oh my goodness gracious, I be acting like a demon. Be like, yo, what's up? You're a twin? I'm a twin too, for real. We can relate. It'll be perfect.
How?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Homegirl just talking to herself too. That's the crazy part. Fez bar.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Oh, also, I do know people have been tight in the booty cheeks waiting for this dude Skrullum. If I remember correctly, I think people were like, Skrullum should have came out like within the first year of the game, but they never released him because of whatever reason, and now people are still waiting for this man. Imagine he's a remembrance character. It'll be crazy. Am I gonna get Foog? Fuga? I don't know if I'm gonna grab her, honestly. Because, one, I just burned out of my pulls getting Sunday. Thank goodness I succeeded in getting Sunday. But also, I want to like try to at least save as many pulls until 3.0 or like 3.1 at best. Just to see what the new characters looking like, you feel me? And plus, I already got a 4-star Ting Yun anyway, so I don't think I really need the grabber. I'm most definitely pulling for the Herda. Absolutely. Aglia. Yeah. I might put her on my pull list. Because for one, I need me another electro unit that does like multi-targeted damage or whatever freak she does. I need that. Plus I pull a Sunday, so without a shot, I need one of those two characters. Because I am missing a whole bunch of summoning characters or summon characters on my roster. I don't have no summon characters on my whole roster of characters. Which is crazy. Because Sunday, by all definition, is useless on my account. On some real shit. However, knowing that there's summon characters coming in the future, I did a smart job pulling for Sunday now. But every update gets harder to be husband or collector with all these new female characters. That seems like a you problem. Anyway, Star. Oh, goodness. Oh, I gotta read this out loud. I forgot. No voice acting. Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Skrullum. I had assumed the Gene Society wasn't invited to the festivals or festivities. Also, can we talk about the Gene Society having that dude Dr. Primitive in their group, turning whole planets into monkeys? And then it's like, bro, that story quest was a little dark. And it's still dark, knowing the implication that Dr. Primitive is still out there in the universe, doing his monkey business. and no one has stopped him yet. Ain't that crazy? Dr. Primitive, I hope he looked like a monkey. Honestly, you don't get to have the name Dr. Primitive and then you don't look like a monkey. It's like, if you don't look like a monkey, I'm gonna be upset. Or look monkey-esque. Like, at least have some fur on your body or something. I gotta have that. Dr. Primitive better be fine AF. Dr. Primitive better be an ape, lol. What about the faceless woman? Kala? Pokemon? Are you talking about the woman that blurred her face out in her portrait of herself? If she becomes a playable character, I might pull for her. I don't know what craziness she's done for me to even, be upset about that towards that woman. But I do find it interesting that she has blurred her face out in damn near every piece of records that exist of her face, so that no one knows what she looks like. Sounds suspicious to me.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up to the Harmony Festival, things would have been very much different. Yeah, true. They would have saved our ass, possibly, with ease. If all these geniuses of the Genius Society came and done something. You know what's so crazy? The fact they have a group called the Genius Society, and you have both people who have done villainous acts and non-villainous acts in the same group, and then these niggas was like, oh yeah, we're associated with each other, is crazy to me. That's exactly why I call Ruan May a deadbeat mom. Y'all know my reasons for why. Y'all know my reasons. If y'all been here long enough, y'all know exactly why I call her a deadbeat mother. In my opinion, she's damn near just as bad as Dr. Primitive. Also, what's up, Raiden? Dang, y'all rolling in within like the last 30 minutes of the stream. The reason I say this is because, one, I was told to come in early tomorrow morning because mandatory work for my job. We extra work piled up and we got to get it done. I got to be to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is a whole hour before my actual shift starts. It's gonna suck, especially if I don't get a full sleep after within the next 30 minutes, and when I end this stream, because I got to do some little other things first before I go to sleep, and then hop in that bed. Because I promise you, this bed gets cozy within a certain limit. It's like, you got to get your feet right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you lay down in your bed and then you get your feet right, you get it cozy. Once that happens, it's over. I'm gone into the abyss.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
Oh, damn. Hold on, I gotta read. Also, no problem. Music. It did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herda? It's a world beyond knowledge of the nameless. After all, I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else, Miss Black Swan said. Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path. So we know remembrance is one of those paths. So it's erudition, remembrance, and something else.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
That's right. So this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Wait, who's the Lord of Silence in Star Rail? If someone knows the answer to that, please give me an answer. I'm surprised you're still here because you said the live stream was going to be short stream. Yeah, I said the stream was going to be short. I didn't say it was going to end within an hour. Well, okay, that wasn't true. An hour ago, I said it was going to end within an hour. But I didn't say it was going to end from like 11 to 12. Then the stream was going to end. No. I said it was going to end from 10:30 to 1 o'clock. Matter Hertha said the same, but it did. pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the goddess recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the remembrance technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ruan May's acquaintance. A while back, we even went to the Calaga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, okay, hold up. When did we do that? When did we go into the Kalinga Abyss? When did this happen? Can someone clarify for me when did this happen? Because I don't remember this. Was it a quest, a world quest even? Or a companion quest that I missed? I didn't hear you say that? No problem. This is far too much. Wait, this is far too much with an understatement. This is far too much with a. Wait, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ruan May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Oh, also, I had a crazy thought at work in relation to Ting Yun, because I didn't even realize it when Ting Yun body, or when she's come back into the story. At first, I thought Fantilia created a clone of Ting Yun and used that to infiltrate the Luofu. That's what my thought was originally. I don't know how I got to that thought, but that was my thought originally. Because people were like, oh, she's not really dead. She's probably out there somewhere in the universe. Blah, 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 right? But I have this sneaky suspicion that she actually did take possession of Ting Yun's. Fantilia took possession of Ting Yun's body and then snapped her neck using her body, and then left her body in her spiritual form, being like, all right, let me reintroduce myself. My name is blah, 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 right? So I think she did die and took some damage from that. Probably even some brain damage. That's why Ruan May had to put her body back together some type of way. Okay, let me read. Her and Welt went while the rest were going to the war dance. When people say short live stream, they mean like an hour and 20 minutes or something. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So they did that off screen. I don't remember. That was sucks about it. I don't remember them having that conversation saying they were going to go do that. I just got one question, Kella, before I go. And where did you start? When did I start playing HSR? I started playing HSR a couple months ago. Like, what version update of Genshin Impact was it? I think I was playing Star Rail within like the latter end of the version 4 cycle of Genshin. Could have been 4.5, 4.6, and up. Or it could have been even before that, honestly. Hold up. Crap. I may have to check my channel. Probably on my phone. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll back in time. It shouldn't take that long to scroll back in time. Just give me a second. Okay. So when did I start Star Rail? Where are we going? Where is it? Okay, so it was 9 months ago. So yeah, it was within the time frame of version 4.4 of Genshin Impact, of the Lantern Rite. That's when I did it. Yep. 9 months ago. Let me read. I started at the very end of the Luofu arc. Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Luofu, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Ting Yoon better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
I started early, but have skipped a lot of story. I start day 1 of HSR. Okay. I used to skip the story, but not anymore. I will stop with it too. Oh, really? Damn. My fashion, okay. My reasoning for why I played Star Rail or got into playing Star Rail is purely on the basis of one, Genshin Impact was the only game I played, and I mean that literally, because you know how some people talk. The game they play is Genshin. Da da da. Yeah, that was kind of true for me. I only played Genshin since Jump Street till current day, to like version 4.4. I played Genshin every update. Any chance I would get, I would go run around the world just to do world quests or get enough primo gems and all that other stuff. Like try to, unlock the world even more so. But then I kind of got tired. It wasn't that I got tired. It was that I was like, man, I need me another game to play. And then I started playing freaking Fortnite. That consumed a little bit of my time while also waiting for like the next update for Genshin to drop. So I had something else to do. Then I was like, bruh, I freaking begged my twin brother to let me play Star Rail on his PS5. He said, okay, fine. We set up an agreement about how I'll play on his PS5 when he's at work and I'm home. Steamrolled that until I dropped Star Rail for Zenless because Zenless was great. And then picked Star Rail back up once I got my PS5. So now I can play Star Rail and Zenless whenever the fuck I want. With no issue. Why did it do that? But ZZ might be take over. I know I got downtime. I played because of course you played because of Argenti. You don't have a real reason. You have a gooner reason. Because I'm a gambling addict. And of course that too. I'm still amazed at myself that I managed to pull Sparkle when I started playing Star Rail.
March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
Oh, did my mic cut off for like a couple seconds when I was in the middle of talking? What? Wait. Okay, did anybody miss anything when I was like yapping my head off about my speed run of history of when I was playing Zenless and Star Rail and the whole timeline? Did y'all get all that? Nope. Okay, then my voice was fine then. So nothing broke out. Apparently there are many teens here with us. I'm going to have to break that stereotype you have with me. Wait, I'm going to have to break that stereotype you have of me?
Not now. Of all times.
Yes, we got a color. I did it too. Okay, perfect. Okay, I guess Julian was the only one on his end where it started glitching out. Plus, not only that, I got 20 minutes left.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting Yoon for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into
okay, that's fine.
Weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that's sort of try not to laugh challenge.
That's a crazy try not to laugh challenge.
He didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
That's wild. A try not to laugh when you're trying to resist laughter because you've eaten something that forcibly makes you laugh. That's crazy. That will hurt my stomach.
What happened?
We felt terribly.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting-Yoon... Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting-Yoons right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves.
Bruh, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If I was in the dreamscape and I had clones of myself, I'd be diabolically running around being a devious individual. Be like, oh yeah, we about to get it. Shadow clone jutsu. Throw the hand signs and everything. Rep your set, nigga.
There is no cause for concern.
Oh my goodness.
We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Immediately thought you would F yourself. First of all, the only way that's happening is if I was a chick. No disrespect to you and your femininity star. I'm just saying, if I was a chick and then I turned into a multi-shadow clone jutsu'd all around, yeah, I would have kissed myself, obviously. But I'm a dude. I can't literally kiss this face. I see this face every morning I wake up and look in the mirror after I brush my teeth. This is not a pretty face to kiss. It's a pretty gruesome face I got. I'm exaggerating the F out of that, but you get the point I'm making. My face is not kissable. Just thinking about kissing my own face got me wanting to slap myself in the mouth just thinking about it. Like, no, nigga, put the lips down. Go brush your teeth. Put the fries in the bag, if you will.
It's been a while, everyone.
Ew! What's going on?
Yo, what's going on? Mr. Ding, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony.
Let me read real quick. Both of you to assume that the female version of you will look like a model. First of all, I know the female version of me will look gorgeous. You ain't about to sit there and try to strip me of my fantasy. Female Kala is a bad bitch. Forever. To the end of time. She's a gorgeous woman in my mind.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
I'm not one to boast about past feats. That nigga is a liar. He was a worthy opponent. Nah, it was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yoon to her normal self.
Wait a minute, hold up. Why did he give that reaction? That was a little weird, don't you think? Why would he say and then have the tone of voice that he did, being like, "Hey yo, let's change the subject"? Even that sounds like that feels like such a big red flag, because it sounds like it's revealing a lot about him to these people that he's trying to keep hidden, or the fact that he universe hopped to freaking Star Rail. I don't know why. Shoot, I would have stayed in Honkai Impact, in my opinion, because you got Kiana the Herrscher of Finality / Flame / Void. Like, oh my goodness, that woman got so many titles. It's ridiculous. You might as well just call her God at this point. But yeah, anyway.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
What, can I not spit game? I should be able to spit game. Oh my goodness, it's littered with them. Look at these two goofballs. They just staring at each other. You know how dumb you gotta be? What is these niggas doing? They're just looking at stuff?
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yun to come together to form the Ting-Yun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper.
Sounds like a good idea in theory, but if one of you messes up, the whole lot of you messes up, and then your whole guild will fall apart and crumble. So,
I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
She's still gorgeous to me. Oh my goodness. I can't say. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I just had a crazy thought. Ting-Yun or Yaimiko from Genshin? What y'all picking? Honestly, I'm bagging both. I can't choose between the two. I gotta have both. I'm not a man who only chooses one option. If I was told to have between Oreos or chocolate chip cookies, I'm getting both. Simple. What if the other Ting-Yuns rebel and kill each other? Such a dumb idea. Yeah, they could end up doing that, but then it's like, okay, so what reason would they have to kill each other? Oh, actually, I know the reason to that. I know exactly the answer to that question. Ting-Yun would have to end up being someone who ends up doubting and stops trusting herself. That's the only way the clones start acting up, being like, hey yo, I don't trust you, I don't trust you either. And then they start killing each other in mass. And then it gets wild at that point.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want clone copies of myself too, Miss Ting-Yun.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Just take all the cookies, Gala. To find out who is the real Ting-Yun. Wait, what? To find out who the real Ting-Yun is. I feel like you typed that, but there's a sentence missing before that should have come first. Cause that feels like half a sentence.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
No, she died.
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps
Oh my
we
god,
should
it
talk
was
to the
your
other
response
Miss
on why they would kill each other. First of all, don't get upset at me, little. Let me correct my grammar. Don't get upset at me. Y'all keep forgetting. You type a response to something that was said a while ago, and they expect me to remember it. I be yapping my head off like crazy sometimes.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting-Yun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting-Yuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay... You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think I may have reached my limit of characters being stupid being said. For example, what Homeboy just said of her mind and consciousness being shattered into fragments. March 7th's response to that is, that just became a little more complicated. I don't understand what you're talking about. I didn't go to school, actually. I didn't even graduate, honestly. You mind repeating that to me in a more dumbed down version? Where's that book, Lessons for Dummies? I need that. Bro, if you don't shape up and learn, absorb this knowledge, Goofy, you tell me you can freaking pick up a sword and start swinging it around, but you can't understand logic that's being talked about right now? I'm gonna steal your carriages to fight in the morning. No problem. I'll just use carriages. Can I steal your Argenta because then who am I gonna spoon now? Nobody, that's who. Welcome back, Mimi. Unfortunately, you've arrived near the latter end of the stream.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the Dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
I mean, get to identifying, Goofy. Part of me does not want to enter into the next conversation because I only got like 5 minutes left. But I want to continue though. March was trapped on a big block of ice for God knows how long. Of course she won't be nice to March. No! She's been out of that ice block for years now. I don't know how long ago she was free from that ice. But she was out of it for a long period. Oh my goodness. I just had a crazy thought. I just had a crazy theory idea. What if March 7th came from the planet of Amphorius, but she doesn't remember because it was a battle that happened? Sleepwalking Ting-Yun? What the freak? She just pacing around? But anyway, she was frozen in ice, then was like shipped out launched into space by pure happenstance. And that's why she can't remember what the F going on with her. I swear, if this Ting Yun don't start walking from me like that, I'm gonna freaking drag her to the corner and start doing something devious to her. Anyway. I swear, every last one of them got this big old freaking rat on their back. These tails are freaking wicked. I'm not gonna lie. If I saw a chick in real life with a tail like this, I would be just staring at her backside the whole time. I would not look away. Cause like, bro, how can you look away? That big old fluff, she's just carrying that thing, walking around with it. But anyway, I think that's enough of my gooner behavior. Ah. How could you, Kala? Could you for what? What'd I do? Is it because there's no Genshin stream? Shoot, there ain't gonna be a Genshin stream tomorrow either. Just to let you know that. Mimi, if you're still watching. There ain't gonna be no Genshin stream tomorrow. There's gonna be another Star Rail stream. Reason being, it's simple. It's Star birthday today. And I promised her I was gonna do a Genshin Star Rail stream, so it's not like it even benefits her anyway, but she just wants me to do it just cause. It's her birthday, so out of respect for the birthday tradition, I have to do this. I am forced by obligation. Don't worry, she'll be walking to you. I will keep you safe from Kala. How could you? So mean. Believe me, I wish I could escape. Honestly. Oh, hold up. Peep this. Okay, for everyone who's still watching, I'm thinking about trying to find a way to do a reaction video of me reacting to something, because I want to try doing that. Granted, I have a method to do it, which is just screen record myself reacting to a video, right? But the process of doing that is a little difficult. At least to do it on my laptop, you feel me? So I'm trying to do that because I want to post a reaction video to that that new gacha game that's coming out. Anata, right? That game, basically anime gacha game, GTA 6, basically. That game, if y'all seen the video that I posted in the Discord, y'all know what I'm talking about. That game is gas. The way they made that world interactive is so awesome, and I love it. I love it better than Star Rail. I love it better than Genshin. I love it better. Shoot, it's even like Zenless Zone Zero is on the precipice of being what that game is. It's just Zenless Zone Zero hasn't taken that full leap forward yet, which really sucks. But Genshin and Star Rail, they should have had something like this in it, especially Genshin. And I'm not talking about like having like driving around and stuff like that. No. I'm talking about like the interactivity of making the world feel like you're a part of it by living in it day to day. These niggas can go to the beach. These niggas can go work out and all that other stuff. I saw that game. What is that game? No idea. I'm addicted to Genshin. If you're addicted to Genshin, then more like you're not gonna play that game. How do you like it better than Star Rail? It's not even out yet. The reason as I was saying earlier, the reason I like it more is because they've made the world feel alive, right? For example, peep this. How many times do you interact with a playable character that you have on your roster that you pulled for, or a character that you didn't pull for? How many times do you interact with them in the open world of these games? Both Genshin and Star Rail. And there go Ting Yu fine ass walking up on me. But you get the point I'm making, right? You hardly get to interact with them in the open world. You don't go kick it with them and be like, hey yo, you wanna go kick it to the beach, bro? Oh, you wanna go to watch a movie? Unlike in Zenless Zone Zero, I can do that day in, day out. Oh, you wanna meet up at this time of night? Oh, you wanna go kick it at the movie? Oh, you wanna go shopping? You wanna go get a drink? You wanna just chill together? You see what I'm saying? Zenless got all that. Then that Ant or Ananta game takes what Zenless got going on and amps it to the next level that's even more amazing. Basically. Also, them niggas fight a demon car with chainsaws. That shit was wild. Work out with Zhongli? Yeah, shoot. Could you imagine spending time with Zhongli on the daily? Just like, oh, I'm just going out getting some tea. You want to join me for tea? For tea time? or he just doing a business trip walk around, or whatever else that lazy bum does. We know Zhongli a broke bum who lives off other people. What else I got to say? But yeah, shoot, I'm sitting here spewing my rant out at the end of the stream when I shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, I want to go with Siege. Yeah, shoot. Even in Genshin, like again, like this goes back to just Genshin really dropping the ball or not really making big player moves when they should have been making big player moves, bro. The amount of times that I'm upset that I'm walking around Mondstadt, but yeah, I can't interact with the characters who are from Mondstadt, who are playable characters from Mondstadt. I can't go enter their house. I can't go kick it with them, bro. The Knights of Favonius headquarters in Genshin is the exact same as it's been for 4 years straight. The only new thing that's been added was the Imaginary Theater, and that's it. They got a whole upstairs. They got a supposed alchemy room where Albedo and Sucrose do their alchemy work, but you don't get to go in there. The room where Klee is sent to contain what you call it, refine, what do they call it, that containment room they put Klee in for her timeout times when she's being bad, right? That room, you don't even get to see what that looks like on the inside still to this day. Like, my nigga, what? It doesn't make no sense. How you create an open world game, yet some of the locations that should have been open world and accessible isn't even accessible? Make it make sense. Kala, do you think about Girls Frontline 2? If you know what that is. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, solitary confinement. Thank you, Amandias. Yeah, I heard about that game, but unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to play it. Granted, I was told I could possibly play it on my laptop, but my laptop ain't the type of laptop that got a lot of space to play that game. You know, I'm admitted. You got a point, Colin. Exactly. All these cool, in-depth character interactions we could have had in Genshin, we don't get it like we should have. Like Zenless Zone Zero, which is a game made by Hoyoverse, even though it's made by a different dev team than the Genshin dev team, they already took the right step in the right location for letting me kick it with all the playable characters. Even the ones I don't have, I can kick it with them. I can hit their lineup being like, hey bro, let's go to the movie. I can call up Bernice and ask her, can she... I ain't about to say that. You get the point I'm making for everyone with an adult brain. Anyway, you get the point being made. I don't know how much more I'm going to rant on this point, but you get it. It is Genshin. Genshin would need a absolute overhaul of its entire system, in my opinion, just to get something as basic as kicking it with characters on the daily in the open world. It'd be so fun to kick it with Bennett and just go on a walk around of all his bad luck happening in the midst of combat, and it's happening as a buff or like a debuff to you as a player. It's like, oh, Bennett's bad luck has debuffed your team, and your damage has been cut in half because of Bennett's bad luck in the midst of combat when you're fighting enemies in the open world. Could you imagine? You'd be like, bro, Bennett, what are you doing? You done sell the team out, Bennett. I thought you was a top tier character. You sit here doing this to the team? This is disgusting. It would be fun. It would create such memorable moments from that game. But that's enough of me ranting about that point. It's already 1:05 and I gotta go, handle my stuff. So, we're gonna end it here. That's enough of me yapping my head off. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all coming. Even if it's this late. This is what the plan's gonna be for tomorrow. Peep it. Tomorrow, if y'all got time, I'm gonna start tomorrow's stream at 11 o'clock at night, which should be more than enough time for y'all to like prep yourself for the stream if you even coming to watch it around that time, 11 o'clock on the dot, because that gives me enough time to get my sleep in before I stream, or get a quick nap in. Hopefully I don't oversleep it. And if I do oversleep it, best believe I will be starting up a stream 1 o'clock in the damn morning until 3 o'clock in the morning if I do oversleep it. Saturday I'm doing a VC stream, and I'm going to be playing Helldivers 2 with Mendiaz and possibly my twin bro. We're going to do a 3-man mission on that game. If y'all want to be there for the VC stream, you can. Granted, I don't know what we're going to talk about really, but we're going to talk. The only issue with that VC stream is that the VC stream more than likely is going to happen in the other Discord server and not the main Discord server. Because Tripwire might come along and join in that VC call. And I don't want to exclude him from the call either. Feel me? I mean, the call is for everyone, but the issue is I have a member that's a part of my new server that's not a part of the old one because he doesn't want to interact with Sam at all. So, yeah, it's like, of course, I can't have them both interact with each other, especially with one don't want to interact with the other. So, unfortunately, the VC stream will be in that other server. But that's not to say that you can't come to the live stream and hear us talk. You feel me? But we just gonna see how that goes. More likely it's gonna be going as how I'm predicting it will go. New boss in HSR in 3.0 look like something like a Yu-Gi-Oh. Neat. Okay, do I have anything else of an announcement I gotta give? Unless I'm done. Let me think. Am I doing anything Sunday? I'm not gonna stream Sunday. Okay, if I don't, hold on, no, correction. If I stream Sunday, it's because there's something I want to get done because my time has run out. Because Zenless Zone Zero, there's some events that needs to be done that I know are like the time running out on them fast. So I might do that Sunday. Might is the word. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna continue doing my regular schedule of streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and not streaming on Fridays and whatnot. The only reason I'm streaming this Friday is because I made a promise to start. So yeah, and that is it. I just yapped my head off for another 10 minutes. Can you believe it? Of course you can. Now I gotta end the stream. Peace, deuces. Go to sleep if you even going to sleep. Star, happy 19th birthday to you. And all that other good stuff. Peace. I'm out. What is button at? 2 hour and 33-minute stream. Awesome. Bye.